I am a little bit sick, so don't know how long we're gonna go for, but we are doing debates tonight for sure. All of my social medias are located over in the link tree. And yeah, if you are interested in debating, all debates are conducted via Discord. My Discord is Olive Oil Run, which is the name of my main channel. But yeah, all social medias, including the spicy content site, is located over in the link tree. And you see, this is why I don't like streaming when I'm sick. I always, oh, why are you sad? Why are you crying? Like, you fucking stupid, worthless man. And it's like, I literally just said, I'm sick. I am sick right now. Like, my nose is running. I'm sick. I'm running a fucking fever. Like, man, holy shit, like, for fuck's sake, like, you guys are so fucking stupid, man. But yeah, all social medias are located over in the link tree, including the spicy content site. It is the first link in the link tree. But yeah, I hope I get better as well, but we are going to be doing debates because we didn't get to really debate yesterday, so we're going to do that today. Man, I'm fucking tired, man. So yeah, add me on Discord, Olive Oil Run. I'm gonna open Discord and add everybody back. Once I add you back, just send me like a brief sentence letting me know what you're wanting to debate about. But yeah, you guys let me know who all is also sick. Man, me too. So yeah, like I said, there's no specific, and just so you guys know, my Discord's Olive Oil Run. There's no specific debate topic. It's just if there's any kind of specific incel ideology you are very passionate about, that's what we're debating. So it could be something as simple as, you know, if you think OF is bad, I don't do OF, I do Foundly, it's the same thing. So, you know, you already know I'm always ready to go on that one. It could be something like a woman cheats, or, you know, why women shouldn't cheat. I think every woman should cheat. You know, don't ever let your fucking fuck-ass boyfriend stop you from finding your husband. If you believe that, you know, women should not be able to have multiple boyfriends, man, like, you already know I'm always down to debate that one. So, yeah. Man, I'm like so cold. I have like goosebumps. I might put on. I have a hoodie somewhere. I need to. Oh my god, man. You see, every time I wear these kind of shirts, I always have people saying, "Button your shirt." It's like, man, did you guys see that? That is why I don't like do the buttons. It's like they don't really stay. No, I'm not even gonna do that. This one will break. But yeah. Hopefully, like I said, we could get a debate in here soon, because I am very sleepy. I'm a bit sick. But yeah, all social medias are located in the link tree, which is pinned in chat. And yeah, and make sure you guys are subscribed. Let me make sure I have the chat filter on, but make sure you are subscribed. And if you are new here, my main channel is Olive Oil Run. Make sure you subscribe to that shit too. We're gonna do a 1-minute filter just to kind of keep it, you know, good here. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed. We're doing a 1-minute filter. 1 minute must be subscribed to chat filter, but if you guys are bad like you were last night, I'm gonna increase it. I'll be raising that shit real quick. But yeah, in a minute, I'm probably gonna put on a hoodie. You guys are very sweet. But yeah, let me know who all has been getting sick recently. Man, it's crazy. And I'm like the healthiest fucking girl in the world. So it's like, I don't really understand. But yeah, if you guys have any advice for how to recover fast, let me know. Besides taking stuff, right? Like, I try not to take stuff like Tylenol and Advil because the body, like, I really want my body to develop immunity and figure out how to fight these things off without needing these things. So that's why I'm very, like, I will not take a Tylenol or anything like that unless it's like I have to. Because, I'm already getting really sick. I can't imagine if I'm always taking Tylenol, then I just feel like I get dependent on it. Because, the body's supposed to figure that stuff out. So, yeah. Oh my god. What the fuck? Does nobody want to debate? Let's see. Okay, Kat sent me a message. I think this was like 2 days ago. Never mind. Does nobody want to do debates? Like, what the hell? I thought you guys would be like ready. But yeah, what the fuck? Why doesn't anybody want to debate? You guys the other day were all like wanting the debates, and now, here I am ready to debate. It seems like, you guys don't really want to. What happened to my piano? I, crushed it with a fucking crane. My piano's obviously in my place. Do you guys want me to play piano? If you guys want, I could play. I'm a bit sick, but if you guys want, until we get somebody ready to debate, we could start. You do a bit of piano. I mean, but I'm really wanting to get the debates going. I'm already on the tea thing. I agree 100% on whatever you say. Okay, so if you guys want to know my opinions, obviously, I think OnlyFans is good, a very good thing. I think, men need to shut the fuck up and fucking get their ass in the kitchen. Not enough men know how to cook or are useful. I want to see more men in the motherfucking kitchen. I believe, if I want to have motherfucking 5 boyfriends, be fucking happy that you're one of the 5, type shit. So that's really where I'm at and my lines of belief. I am a woman, I have a pussy, so I have more options. So it's only natural that if I want fucking 5 if I want 5 husbands, oops, then bitch, I should be able to have 5 husbands. And if any one of my 5 husbands want to give me any lip, bitch, then get the fuck out of here. I'll fucking replace them like this. Men are like poking holes in water. I could very easily probably find 10 men willing to replace the fucking, gay dude that has a problem with me having multiple husbands. Like, bitch, all right, get the fuck out of my face is how I feel. So those are my beliefs. I'm like low-key being serious. If I want to have 10 boyfriends, I could do that. Why? Because I have a pussy and tits, period. It's my world, he just lives in it. And OnlyFans is good. It's so cold, you guys. You're saying about having... Christopher, why don't you get on and debate me? Add me on Discord, Olive Oil Run. You know what? You seem like a great candidate to debate. Lowers my value as a woman. That's very funny. Lowers, it's not like I'm putting on 5 pounds per boyfriend I get. My body's still sexy. It's not like I grow a pimple every man I date. Shit, I mean, it's not like, my hairline recedes with every man I decide to date. So I don't really see this whole you saying you having multiple boyfriends is good lowers your value, man. It's not like I'm putting on 10 pounds a man I date. You know, it's not like a pimple showing up every man on the roster. So I'd love to hear your view on why. You know, I'm hoping that you have more to say than, because I said so. Because me and a lot of men say so. You know, JJ, I don't know if you're Christopher. But yeah, finally, we have a debate. And if you guys want to debate me, Johnny, you said I sound like a man and you sound like a little bitch. Maybe you should take some mo fucking notes and maybe you could sound more like a man yourself. I'd motherfucking crush you. I'd fucking chew you up and I'd spit you back out. Get fucked. That's a permanent ban. Man, these incels. But yeah, I missed all of you guys too. I've just been very sick. Okay, I don't know if JJ is Chris. I'm just gonna call. Okay, we maybe finally got the first debate. And if you guys want to debate me, Olive Oil Run on Discord. Chris, let's debate it out. Real quick before I begin the debates, I just want to give the rules very quickly. All right? This is for everybody. We are doing debates. The moment where, the other person is constantly talking over, that's no longer a debate. That's an argument. Right? I'm not interested in that. This is a debate. I want to fully hear what you guys have to say, but for you to have the ability to debate me, you must know what I'm talking about. Because when you talk over people, it's like you're just talking to yourself, really. So make sure that you guys keep that in mind. So far, you guys have been pretty good, but I'd say the biggest run-in I have, like 20% of the guys will talk to, and they sound crazy. So it's a debate, not a basket case circus show. I'm not interested in dealing with mentally ill men that are hearing voices and speaking to themselves. But anyways, okay, let's call JJ. What's up, JJ? JJ, you're muted. Hello? JJ, is your mic working, man? Man, the incel community is not looking too good. And another rule, you guys, is make sure you have a fucking working mic. Why is it that these incels, never have working mics? Okay, JJ, I'll get back to you. Work on fixing your mic. Man, you fucking incels are so pathetic, man. But yeah, add me on Discord, Olive Oil Run. Olive Oil Run. You should be able to find it. But Christopher, did you add me yet? Oh yeah, and also when you're debating me, make sure you have my live stream muted so it doesn't echo. Don't be having me on the telephone and playing me out loud on the computer because it'll echo. I feel like most of you guys know that, but Chris knows who he is. Did you add me yet? Are you ready to go? And JJ, you need to fix your fuck ass mic, man. I'm gonna try to call JJ one more time. But yeah, all of my social medias, including the spicy content sites, located in the link tree. Man, someone help Chris. All right, what's up, JJ? Did you fix your mic?
Working.
Finally, wait, talk.
Is it working?
Yes. Welcome, incel number 1. Okay, so what is your case?
1 second.
Man, you guys need to come prepared off the bat. Broken microphone. And, I don't know what this is. Incel panic attacks. So, but yeah. Olive Oil Run on Discord. A lot of you guys have these really great big opinions in my chat, but then when I give you guys an opportunity to talk it out, debate things, you guys are nowhere to be seen. I find that very funny. Man. That's crazy, man. I'm like so sick. I have like I don't even know what you call that. Chris, so here's what you do. You download Discord. It's an app called Discord. When you download Discord, you create an account. This takes 1 minute to do. And then when you do get Discord, what you're going to do is you tap on the add friend and then search by username and add olive oil run. But Discord is a different platform than can somebody help Chris out? Because I know a lot of you guys use Discord. If you guys see anybody that's confused about how Discord works or what's going on, like, help them. It's like men used to build shit and go to war, and now you guys can't even fucking, like, help some dude fucking download Discord. You guys are sweet, appreciate it. And this is to anybody. If you guys see any confused people in my chat, make sure you help them out. Yeah. You don't know how to get the spicy content, so what you do, man, a lot of you guys, like, are just so fucking stupid, man. I don't even know how you guys even made it to this channel, or even know how to open a phone or turn on a laptop. But if you guys want to access the spicy content, what you do is, so you click on the link tree, which is pinned in my chat. Do you guys see what Brent said that's pinned in my chat? The link tree. You click on the link tree, and the very first link, when you open the link tree, Fansly. You click on that, and then make sure you have your wallet with you, and you buy VIP. You click on the subscribe button, and you pay for it. But make sure you buy VIP if you want the full experience. Don't get the broke bitch tier. And that's fine, Chris. Like, I honestly, man, I think this is, it's confusing too, but I know the guys in here all know how to use it, so they should really be helping. My spicy content site is not free. I don't know what you retarded men are thinking, but this is not a fucking charity. I am strictly for profit, man. If there was no, if I wasn't getting paid to post naked pics, I'd never post them. I'm only posting them to get that cold hard cash. I hope you guys understand. Like, this is so crazy, man. It's like, do you guys, like, realize that, like, the only reason women are even putting out this nice content you guys like is to get paid? Like, they don't give a fuck about you guys, don't give a fuck about your feelings or what you guys do. Literally, women wouldn't care if you literally, like, were, like, playing games to their content. We don't care if you're whacking off to the content. We don't care if you're fucking eating ramen to our content, man. We're just trying to get paid, man. We're just trying to motherfucking stack it to the ceiling. I'm being serious. Us girls wouldn't care whether you're whacking the micro peen or you're eating your ramen or you're fucking, like, watching it to go to sleep night. We don't give a fuck, or if you're watching it in the gym while doing reps. We don't care. The only thing women care about is that cold hard cash. Straight up. But yeah, there is no such thing as free Fansly. No, if you want to see some shit, if you guys like what you're seeing and want more, well, then your fucking broke ass is gonna have to pay the fuck up. Maybe get yourself a job at McDonald's. Make sure you buy VIP. Like I said, you guys, I get it. I know a lot of you guys really want for free. I want a rocket. I want motherfucking every color Birkin bag. I want a castle, and I want the world, man. We both have things we want, but are not gonna get. Like how you're wanting free nudes. I'm wanting a rocket, castle, and the fucking world, man. Things we will never have. So I hope that that's clear with you guys. So yeah, if you guys want to see more, if you guys want to see the hottest body on the internet, you're gonna have to pay the fuck up, but make sure you buy VIP. Want to get that very straight, man. You got to get VIP if you want the full experience. And this is the only and last question I'm going to answer about my Fansly. 511 photos and 111 videos. That's all I got to say to you guys. Like, you know, I think it's safe to say I have the best page on the internet. Honestly. And almost every man that's subbed to my Fansly has said the same thing to me, that I have the best page. So, hypocrites, don't act like your fucking broke ass could even afford the $15 tier. I don't even think your fucking broke ass has fucking $5 to your name. That's a fucking permanent ban. But yeah, you click on the link tree, which is pinned in my chat, and it's the first link in the link tree. Anyways, are you guys going to debate or not? Because if you guys are not going to debate, then I might go to sleep. I might go night-night. But yeah, no, the cheapest tier and Streamlabs, and you sound fat as fuck, man. I could tell you're obese from the way you type. You just said to me you sound like a man. Well, bitch, you sound like you're about 3,000 pounds. You sound like you got a motherfucking fuck-ass trucker belly. You sound like you got those motherfucking jelly rolls. And like a little bitch, and that you live in a basement. You could get fucked. That's a permanent ban. Fuck you. Now, not only are you a broke piece of shit with a fucking motherfucking micro peen and a bald ass head, but now you have nowhere to talk in my chat. Congratulations, retard. Man, like, I'm like losing my patience, you guys. Like, I'm like doing my best to, like, you know, be nice and shit, be in a good mood, because I'm trying to make people feel comfortable to come and debate me. But like, you know, you and just so you guys know, if you are wanting to debate me, I promise I won't be mean to you. I won't mention your mom's basement. I won't mention the trucker belly. I won't mention the broke. I promise. You know, I just cannot stand the incels in here. Okay, so we have Sassy. I don't know if that's Chris, but yeah, this is a safe environment. This is a safe space. I swear, like, I won't mention your mom's basement or trucker. Or the McDonald's or micro. Anyways, okay, we're gonna try out Sassy, see if Sassy's wanting to debate. Hold on, I need to leave and come back. Wait. Okay, finally. What's up, Sassy? Hello? Man, again.
Hello.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I had to cut down.
oh, hi. Now it's working. Okay, so
Okay.
what is your case? State your case.
Well, I heard you the other day, and it's really not to debate. I guess it's really because I heard you the other day talking about sex work, and I don't know if like you do OnlyFans. You do
I do
OnlyFans?
Fansly. It's basically the exact same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I used to do sex work as an escort in my early 30s, and
Oh, I think that's a little bit different than Fansly.
oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And, but I just heard you speaking about, you know, the fact that, you know, these men, they think that we really care about them, or we, you know, take pictures to please them. It's really
Yeah.
just exactly what you just said. It's about the money. And, you know, we don't like them. We, you know, like, most of the time they're grotesque and they're monsters. And I really just wanted to come up and just say that I totally agreed with you.
I appreciate that. And thank you for doing this, because a lot of guys are delusional and they think
Yes.
that, you know, like, and I feel like most women are like, or probably most women aren't going to be saying this, or like the women men know in real life will not be saying this to them. Probably because they're afraid of them or just want to kind of get away from them, you know, or uncomfortable. So I feel like when a woman comes on the internet and is honest, they just can't believe it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, let's face it, you know, I mean, there's not a lot of good looking men out there that, you know, that women just marry because they're so in love with. I mean, when it all comes down to it, you have to have security. You have to have a good job. I mean, no one's just going to marry you because you're handsome.
Right.
Or they're not just going to marry you because of your money. They have to have some kind of other attribute. And if you're only rich and you look like Jeffrey Epstein, not going to happen. Sorry. You know, but I may sleep with you and become your sugar baby for a while, but as long term, no. So they just need to wake up and realize that you have to bring a lot to the table to women that are self-sufficient these days.
And what do you think about the men that believe that even something as, because, like, in my opinion, like, I think technically, in my eyes, you know, if a prostitute is a girl that's sleeping with a man for money, I think, isn't that technically even a married woman's a prostitute with one client? So
I've said that
why
the
not?
whole time, yes.
Yeah, and I've never.
Your husband's not going to keep you around if you're not sleeping with him.
Absolutely. Know? And I have a friend who kind of did what you did, and you know, this is why I feel like it should be commercialized so that way it's safe for women, because she has had. I mean, I was shocked at how rare the dangerous incidents were for her, but when she did have a dangerous incident, it was pretty bad. She had a guy try to snatch her money back and take her it was not good. And then you know, it's she wanted to call the cops, but she called me first, and I'm like, well, don't call the cops, you're doing something illegal, you know. That's
I do, honestly. I feel like it should be legal if you want to. It's legal to go out and get drunk and shit-faced and have multiple one-night stands, even multiple in one night. But as long as you don't get paid for it, makes it legal. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. And, you know, there's men out there that sleep with 2 or 3 women in a week, and, you know, they're not considered, you know, like that. You know, they're not considered loose or whores or whatever. It's just, you know, for me, it was a way of making, you know, ends meet. I worked on reputable, Ecki, Erotic Review, P411, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, so I never really did have any kind of bad experience with it, thank God. But there are women that, you know, do it, and they don't know how to screen. They don't know how to process the person, you know, to make sure that there's no safety issues, get references from other girls, you know. And I mean, but because of it not being legal, women just do it under the table, you know, not under the table, but in secret. And it puts them in jeopardy, you know. And it's just, it should be a commercial. It should be a job. If people want to do it, it's my body, my choice.
Absolutely. I think, you know, for the same reason men don't want prostitution to be legal is the same reason they're wanting OF banned. Men have this delusional belief that all these hot girls would be sending them nudes for free. That, you know, if OF was banned, Sophie Rain would personally be sending me all these pictures. That's legit how they're thinking. And what they're not getting is, if you ban OF, you're not getting anything. It's going to be zero. Right?
Absolutely.
So, and what I don't like is, if you really think about it, it's the fact that men are even complaining about prostitutes or complaining about OF. It's think about the ingratitude, right? Men are so fucking ungrateful, and you could see this in how they treat their wives, right? They'll dream for a family, but then when they're given everything they want and more, with a traditional wife, resent her and hate her for it, right? So
Absolutely.
it's really bizarre. It's almost like a lot of men have this. This is what I believe. A lot of men have like this self prophecy, or deep down, what their real true goal is to be alone. Because
Right.
it seems like, okay, you want to see hot girls, but then you're angry at it and will complain, not be grateful. You want sex, but then will complain and be angry about it. Want a wife, but then you drive her crazy and make her divorce you.
Right.
So
Absolutely. And then take her for everything too in the process, and leave her with 5 kids and no child support.
And what is your view on marriage?
I mean, I'm married. I actually got married after I ended my career, and I already had 2 kids from previous marriage when in my 20s, and then so by the time that I finished, I started when I was 28, and then by the age of 32, I made all the money that I wanted to make. I kept my kids, I was sole parent, completely with my kids. And I had everything that I wanted. I started my own business screening. Some call it a madam. I don't consider myself a madam. But I was just screening for the girls that I knew off of those websites. And so they paid me to screen. It was just a process that they didn't want to have to go through. And so I still had that going at the time when I met my husband, but we weren't dating, we were just friends. And I was actually seeing someone else at the time. And then once that relationship, he beat the hell out of me one night, and one night is all it took for me to say F you, and I'm out the door. And so I moved in with my now husband, and we eventually started dating, and I was just like, you know what, why not? And we've been together for 13 years now. So, and we have our own daughter. And I don't think it's for everybody, for sure. I've had my, I have different views. I don't think that people should necessarily be, what's the word? Monogamous with somebody for the rest of their life. So, we've dabbled in the swingers and the stuff like that. So I don't know. But traditional marriage is not for me. It's just not.
Yeah, I don't think it's for any woman, because I think unfortunately those men that seek those kind of girls, it's not from a place of partnership. It's like these are really retarded and abusive men. It's the kind of dudes that need a girl to make him a sandwich. It's like, man, if you can't even make a sandwich, no one should be marrying you.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I don't want to be, I've got 3 kids, thank God. 2 of them are grown, thank God. And my youngest is, the best kid in the world. And, I don't need another kid to take care of and you be a grown man. I'm lucky with my husband that I've been able to be at home, a stay-at-home mom, but I get my girls' weekends. I fly to Florida when I want to get out and have a girls' trip. I go anywhere I want to go, as long as there's somebody there to take care of the kids, and I don't know. I think I have the best situation for my life that I could have wanted because I'm not bored.
Right.
So,
and it's good that your husband's not, because a lot of these guys, they will just get a girlfriend and expect their girlfriend to stop talking to guys or cut friends off that are male, or not wear clothes that they think is promiscuous. So
I don't know. All of my closets, it's fun. I tell my girls, like, only on this rack can you pick something. You cannot wear any of those dresses over there. But no, my husband's not restrictive at all. And, we've been blessed, he's got a great job in the oil field. And, I've just been enjoying staying at home, not working, raising kids, and still living a life, and that can't be the same with traditional marriage. It just can't. So
Absolutely.
I just wanted to come up and say I really do enjoy listening to you talk. And if it wasn't for my friend the other day, she told me about you, and I was like, oh wow, I like her.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it wasn't to debate you. It was just to come up and say thank you for speaking your mind and speaking the freaking truth. Period.
Appreciate that. And one last question, because this is a big one. What do you think about this whole strange belief? And I don't know if this is a new thing or if this has always been the case, but a lot of men seem to say that the higher a woman's body count is, the less value she has.
Oh shit, I'm not worth anything then. But, you know, I don't, that, you know, to me, it's like, that tells me a lot about your insecurity about your penis size. You know, I'm sorry. I mean, it's a muscle, you know, it doesn't just stay stretched out, hence why women give childbirth and it goes right back, you know, like if they're really that concerned about it, you know, maybe stick a sock with some lube in it and have fun, go at it, sit on your hand and enjoy the stranger. I don't know, but nobody's going to, I mean, I literally, as a joke, and it's, I mean, seriously, I would say when I was dating, you know, they'd be like, well, how many people do you think you've slept with? And I'm like, I've seen more dicks in a urinal. I can't even talk. What's the damn doctor that looks at penises?
Gynecologist? Or
No, but well, yeah, I've seen more dicks than a gynecologist has probably seen vaginas, you know? I mean, but it's like, what difference does that make? Because if I tell you, you're going to think, oh, wow, geez, Louise, like, you know, what was that like? Or you're going to automatically be like, gross. But does it matter that I use protection with every single one of them?
Right.
You know?
Honestly, I think that the men that are like obsessed with body count are either men that are abusive or naive. They want a naive girl. They're gay. They're more focused on, the men she's been with than her, or they're insecure,
Yeah. I've had my story. I mean, God, the stories I could tell. But, there are men that just like to hear stories about you with another man, or, I mean, to me, of course, being a swinger, I like to be in a room full of people and have a lot of people watch, and that to me is just different. And I like to watch, it's just, I don't know, it's like different things for different people. But to me, like seeing a woman have 3 guys back to back to back at a swingers party is not gross to me. I personally don't do that. I pick one and I'm good with that. But it doesn't make me like fear to want to go and talk to her and maybe even become friends with her because I see her get banged by 3 guys in one night. That's her thing, So for guys to judge us just on that, it's like, well, how many girls have you slept with? And be honest about it, And if you guess that you've been with 30, the chances are you've probably been with 80, So who cares? I didn't count bodies. Why should you?
Absolutely. I completely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any advice you want to leave the incels? Because there's a lot of incels here.
I mean, just when it comes to women, we're pretty simple. Okay, we like fine things. We like diamonds. We like gold. We like jewelry. We like fashionable purses. We love our LVs. And, but other than that, materialistic beside, we just like men that know how to be a grown man. Like, don't expect us to pick up your tennis shoes in the middle of the floor. Don't expect me to put the lid down after you pee. Be polite, clean up after yourself. Like, offer to rub her feet. That's the big, oh my God. Like,
I was talking about that last night. Were you tuning
were
in?
you?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
actually.
even hear that.
So last
Yeah.
night I was talking about how, so like I dated this one guy who's really good at giving foot massages, and I spoke about how I'd literally make him do it all night. I'm not joking. He didn't get any sleep because the moment I felt like
Yeah.
he was like, not putting in as much effort, I'd wake up and I'd yell at him. So
Yeah.
the guys were freaking out, like, what the fuck, da da da, or like, oh, he's not a real man, like trashing him, or like, either saying that I'm a bad person or like a witch, right? Or saying that the guy was not a real man. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
Oh my God.
I just found that crazy that like a lot of men are not even capable of doing a foot massage. Like that
Right.
speaks to them,
Like,
honestly.
if that to them makes them soft, you're not the man that I need, because you're not a man at all. Men are supposed to be nurturers. They're supposed to take care of women. They're supposed to be protectors. As far as me, like I wouldn't, my whole thing with, like even when I was single, my blind dates, like one of my girlfriends would be like, girl, I've got the perfect guy for you. My first question would be, how tall is he? And if he wasn't 6'1" and above, don't even try. And I'm 5'5". So, it was 6'1" and above. And if you were 6 foot, I could tell. But I want to feel protected, and to be protected, I want to feel like you actually care about my aches and my pains and my feet hurting because I was trying to look nice for you, wearing some heels that weren't exactly the most comfortable, but I fit my feet into them because I wanted to look nice on your arm. If I go out and just flip flops, who cares? Nobody's going to look at me and be jealous of you having me. I want to make people go, God, how'd he land her? So, but to do that requires you to put in some effort too, because I'm going to be wearing, things that are going to make my body feel a little pain here and there. And I mean, who cares if you rub my feet?
Exactly.
I mean, God, sometimes my legs don't go above my head, but I force it. But I may pop my back out of place. You're going to not rub my back because you popped a disc? I don't think so.
If I had a guy and like he said no to anything, like I'd honestly like beat his ass. But I wanted to ask, because I've noticed like there are some men that like believe like, oh, well, I'm tall, so I shouldn't have to pay for anything. Or, oh,
What?
well, I think I'm good looking. Yeah, especially today. Like if a man feels like he's attractive because he goes to the gym, or that he's tall, or maybe he doesn't do any of those things. Maybe he just feels like he's an attractive male. He feels like he doesn't need to put in effort. And then if, a woman rejects him, he, thinks the woman's a whore or a bitch or,
Well, that to me, like I refuse to date, or, back when I was single, I refused to date anybody that spent more time in the mirror than I did. I mean, there's going to be an issue because I like my makeup. I like my hair. I like, everything to be perfect. And if you're in there and you've got to do the perfect side edge, like go to the barber, go get it done. Like if you're doing, I'm sorry, I'm like picky, but if you're doing your own stuff in the sink, that just is a big turn off for me. I'm petty. I can't help it. But, it just, those guys that work out, yes, that's great. But if they're constantly like in the mirror looking at themselves and they think, they know that they're pretty boys. I don't want a pretty boy. I want a rough looking, muscular man that can pick me up out of a rushing river if something happens, But if they think that they're all that, like I don't want to have to be the one to knock them down a peg. I just don't. It's not worth it to me, because I know when we go out in public, I make you look good. But yeah, you could make me look good, but also I want to be the one that makes everybody else say, God, how did he land her? So you got to give and take. And for me, it's just, I like to take a little bit more than I give, I guess.
Absolutely. Like, I would never date a guy, or honestly even talk to a guy that wasn't paying me. Like, it's just no point.
Right.
Because,
Yeah.
like, with that
I mean,
time,
if
I
you're
could be
not
doing
getting
better
anything
stuff.
out of it,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not worth it. I mean, even, oh, did I do anything? Okay. Sorry. I thought I hit something. But, yeah, I mean, even when my husband and I started dating, you know, the very first thing he ever got me, and we were just friends, you know, like I said, after my ex-boyfriend and I broke up. But, you know, he bought me a Volvo, you know, and I was like, okay, thank you, you know, and that's how it started growing from there. And I was like, wow, you know, I mean, this is security, this is stability, this is what my kids need. And, you know, like, I don't have to do anything for it except, you know, like you. Okay, cool. And then eventually that turned into, you know, me loving him. So, but I still have to have my free time. I do.
Love that.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to come up. I'm a big fan. I subbed up. So
Appreciate it.
I would love, is there a way, can I email you like on the Discord or something? And I would love to invite you like on my YouTube.
Absolutely. I'm always down.
Perfect. Okay. Well, I will, I'll send you in the, see, I'm new to Discord, but I figured it out just to come join you. So, but I'll type it, my email in the chat thing, and then just email me, and then we'll hook up, and I'd love to have you on.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, have a good night. I'll be in the chat.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, you guys. So you guys heard it there. I'm not crazy or gay. No woman will accept a broke man. And no woman will accept a man that's, don't wear that, block your friend. And no woman's gonna accept a worthless man that can't do foot massages. So, oh yeah, and no woman, what was I gonna say, cares about you guys' opinion. So, but yeah, if you guys want to debate, Olive Oil Run on Discord. But yeah, all of my social medias are located over in the link tree. If you guys want to see the spicy content site, the hottest body on the internet, click on the link tree. It is the first link in the link tree. Let's see. But yeah, we're doing all interviews via Discord. Olive Oil Run, or it's not supposed to be an interview, it's supposed to be a debate. But if you're a girl and you want to kind of come on and, you know, kind of confirm everything I'm saying, because these guys think I'm lying, then you could come on too, of course. But yeah, if you're a man with a misogynistic red pill incel opinion, Olive Oil Run. And Christopher, finally, man. Okay, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good, man. Just wait, you guys. This one's gonna be very good. Chris has a big opinion. What's up, Chris? Welcome in cell number 1. Hello?
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm
Okay.
trying to figure this out.
So, yeah, what is your case? Because I don't see anything wrong. Like, if a woman wants to have 5, 10, 20 boyfriends, husbands, hopefully they legalize that shit. But like, what is the issue?
Well, in all fair point, a female can do that.
But you're saying it lowers her
But
value.
At the same time, she can lose her value sleeping with all those men.
Who said she was sleeping with them?
Well, if she did sleep with all those men, and
Yeah, but say she's not.
The majority of her value.
Yeah, but what if she doesn't sleep with them? Then is it cool for her to have 5, 10, 20 boyfriends?
Okay, if she didn't sleep with them, it might be a little different of a story.
Okay, so we're on the same side. So then we agree. But how does her sleeping with them affect anything?
There's a lot of females out here claiming they're independent, but yet they're getting money off of a man.
Man, like they're having to deal with a man, bro. I think that money's well earned. Like, don't you think? Because men aren't just giving it out. It's like the girl's probably having to, like, hang out with the guy, spend time with him, and, like, man, that's hard labor.
Yeah, but I get that. I get that. But at the same time, a man works his ass off to be able to do that for that female.
Yeah, but the girl's working her ass off, you know, having to deal with the man and, like, the man energy, man smell, and shit like that. So I don't know. I mean, can we agree that, like, you know, the woman's working just as hard as the man, the woman that takes the money? Because he obviously isn't, like, donating it, right, to random girls. Like, she's probably having to talk to him and stuff.
Well, the female just has to really hang out with the guy, and the guy, of course, desperate enough to pay to be around a female, unfortunately. But you got that in today.
Oh, you're breaking a bit.
Well, the female.
Chris, you're breaking a bit. Can you, like, try to, fix your connection?
Sorry about that.
There we go.
Yeah, but as I was saying, like, it's unfortunate in today's generation where a man's desperate enough to pay for a female to hang. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, it's good.
All right. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I can agree on certain things, but at the same time, it's just like, if a man is so desperate, he don't have any standards for himself, and it makes a man look weak to pay for a female to hang out with them, a pretty female to hang out with them a certain amount of money.
But how's that not having standards for himself?
It lowers standards for a man if he pays for a female when he can go hang out with a normal female for free.
What do you mean a normal female?
Not an OnlyFans or
yeah, but, like, what if the dude has high standards and wants to be with a fucking bad bitch? Like, I'd argue that the dude that's paying for the girl has the higher standards, because, you know, like...
Well, females usually do set a higher standard.
But would you agree that the girl that'll hang out for free versus the girl that's making you pay, like, odds are the girl that's hanging out for free is chopped, or maybe, you know, weighs like 500 pounds. Likely.
I mean, to a certain extent, it just depends. It really just depends on, like, the male. Like, if he's desperate to hang out with a 500-pound female for free, go for it. I mean...
Yeah, but you're saying guys that pay for girls are desperate or, like, have low standards.
They do have low standards.
Yeah, but I think it's the opposite, because if a man's paying to hang out with a woman, odds are she's attractive. Like, so you know, it's like when you buy a first class ticket. Like, it's the same flight, but you're in first class because you have higher standards. So you pay more money.
Well, a man that does that, sometimes he shows that he actually cares about you and actually wants something long term with you. If he doesn't, then damn, he's a mistake. But usually when a man's starting to pay just to be around you, that should show you something like, hey, this mug actually cares about me and willing to take care of me, but I take advantage of it by showing other men all my stuff.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm trying to keep it, like, peaceful as possible and nice as possible, but, like...
Oh, OnlyFans, man.
Like, you have OnlyFans?
Well, I have a Fansly. Yeah, it's the same thing. Which, by the way, I mean, man, you should sub to the page. Make sure you get VIP. But, yeah, how's that disrespecting the man?
Well, it's like this. You're disrespecting the man in a way. Well, if he doesn't want to be with you, I guess you're really not disrespecting him at any cost to that. But if a man really wants to be with you and trying to provide for you, then, I mean, you gotta show some kind of respect towards it.
I mean, the way I see things is if I'm with a man, that's my property, right? So if I have, like, for example, like my computer mouse, you know, whether I have OnlyFans, no OnlyFans, 100 OnlyFans pages, man, at the end of the day, it's my mouse, my computer mouse. So, you know, if I have a boy, you know, a man, you know, I view it like just like how I have a mouse, I have a phone, like whether I have an OnlyFans or not, like these are my properties. I don't really understand how my page really affects anything, you know? Like, seriously, like, what impact does that have?
Well, like, so, let me ask you this. Eventually in life, do you want a family and kids and have, you know, a nice house with a family and a husband that takes care of you, protects you, everything else?
So I do really want a daughter, specifically want to be a mom. I literally would clone myself if I could. But yeah, the husband thing. So here's the best answer I have to that. Like, I don't know about marriage personally, but if a man wanted to sign his life to me, I mean, man, shit, we could work something out. So if it's like that, then I'm down. So yeah, I want the daughter and to be a mom, not so much the wife, you know, but if he wants to sign his life to me, you know, we could make some arrangements.
Okay, but you say that, but a real man is gonna want you to sign over too like that. And
Man,
be
fuck no.
50-50 or-
Fuck no.
If you can't agree to that, then
Yeah, I'm
the
straight,
man was
man.
stupid for marrying you.
Huh? Man, I would never get married, like, honestly. So, like, you're...
And the only reason why I said about like having all these boyfriends and stuff is that's why I asked you, like, do you want to have a family, grow old with somebody that's actually going to stick around and not keep going to men? Because
Yeah, if my
when a
slaves are
female
good,
gets
like, we
older-
could grow old together. They could serve me till, you know, I could work them to death. Like, that's fine, but that doesn't mean I want to be married. I don't really, you know, I'm just really not the wife kind of woman. That's not the kind of woman I am.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like,
But
at all.
I'm trying to help understand, like, obviously I know where you're coming from because in today's day and age, you know, it's a lot easier for a woman to do this to a man, and a man just, you know, kind of get screwed over and all technicality.
Like, here's what I'd want, ideally. Like, do you want to know what my ideal, like, sitch is? Chris?
Yeah.
All right. So I have no less than 5. I don't know what to call them. They're not husbands because, like, I don't want to do the marriage thing. But 5 men signed their lives to me. They are legally my property. You know, we move into a nice place. You know, imagine combining 5 men's income. Man, we're gonna be living good, like fucking 6-car garage, all of that shit. Combined income, have a nice place. I have one, I don't want to say slave, but one of my loves is working the kitchen. One is babysitting. One is sweeping the floor. You know, like, the place is, like, completely, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I have a boyfriend per task. Like, man, like...
Yeah, but...
Isn't that great?
It's like taking advantage of each of those men.
How am I taking advantage? Oh, and then I have one to
want.
do foot massages for me. Huh?
Yeah, but you can get that in a normal relationship, can you not? With one person.
Yeah, man, but the problem I have with this one person is, like, what if he pisses me off, man? So with 5 boyfriends, let's say John. John pisses me off. Well, fuck you, John. I'm gonna go to fucking Adam, man. Let's say Adam has an attitude. Well, fuck you, Adam. I'm gonna go to fucking, Racks on Racks Dave. Dave is being lazy. Well, fuck you, Dave. I'm gonna go to motherfucking, Rich Mike. Okay, so you kind of get what I'm saying. It's like, it's just like, I feel like the new, improved way of doing relationships.
That's your opinion, and that's your choice. I can respect it, but at the same time, you gotta know, like, all of this is pretty much like the end of feminism.
What do you
The
mean?
end of a female.
How?
It's end, like, look at Bonnie Blue, for crying out
Icon.
loud.
An icon.
I mean, you're not doing the same thing as her, but
I mean, yeah, no shit. But man, the only reason I'm not doing exactly what Bonnie Blue's doing is because I personally refuse to have sex. I have never slept with any man out of not wanting to. But trust me, man, like, if I was willing to fucking sleep with a man, I do the same shit as Bonnie Blue. Man, I'm gonna get a bag for that shit, you know? So I don't see the problem with Bonnie Blue. I mean, what's the difference between her and, like, a sorority girl that's sleeping with men?
see, the thing is, a female is already born with her value. As soon as she's born with value.
Yeah, but I don't think
a
a
male
girl sleeping with
has to
a...
work for his value. If a female's sleeping around with a whole bunch of dudes or wanting a whole bunch of dudes, she's going to be losing her value automatic.
Really?
I mean, it's fact. No, I mean, you don't have to agree or disagree with me.
But I'm not understanding that, because, like, how is... Because what I think gives a woman value is she in shape? How's that body looking? Does she have a nice face? Does she have, like, nice hair? These are things that I think give women value. Would you... Okay, for example, say you have a 500-pound woman who's chopped with a unibrow, okay? But let's say she's a virgin. I mean, do you think has higher value than Bonnie Blue? Would you marry her instead of Bonnie Blue? Oh, it's breaking again, man. Hold on, it's breaking. You're gonna have to repeat all of that.
That's a virgin compared to Bonnie Blue. Even if she doesn't look as good as Bonnie Blue.
So you take the fucking 500-pounder, man. Like, you're full of shit. You take Bonnie Blue.
Get over here. Sorry, I'm dealing with kids right now as we speak. Give me that. Shut. But I would rather I wouldn't even go that low to date a 500-pounder.
Well, if you had to pick, virgin 500-pounder or Bonnie Blue?
Good question. I would probably go for maybe the 500-pounder.
No way you'd fucking pick the buffalo, man.
I mean, as tempting as it would be to have somebody that looks better and...
I'd pick Bonnie Blue, man. Like, Bonnie Blue's fucking attractive.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point.
And smart, too. So you're gonna pick the 500-pounder that can't even control her diet?
Well, I wouldn't even steep that low to begin with.
Well, yeah, but you'd pick a 500-pounder with a unibrow over Bonnie Blue. I'd say that's a miscalculation then. You see, look, I have never slept with a man out of not wanting to, but I do not agree that the more men a woman sleeps with, the more it lowers her value. I think what makes a woman's value are things like, you know, to a man, her being in shape, her being pretty, right? And then there's other things like talents and intelligence. That's what I believe makes value, and I think you do too, because there's no way you'd pick the buffalo over Bonnie Blue. Oh man, you're breaking again.
At the same time, she's ran through
Man,
her.
you're breaking.
Shit.
Yeah, it's not good. Try to fix the connection.
I'm trying to get back over to this one area.
Yeah, now it's good. Okay.
All right. Well, like I was saying, a female that doesn't really. I mean, sure, it might add some value. She's intelligent and smart, but beauty. A lot of females are already born with beauty.
Man, are you serious? No.
You'd be shocked.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of beautiful women, but to say that they're all born with beauty, man, I've seen the whales. Man, I had a roommate that was literally straight up 600 pounds, and let me tell you, those 600 pounders are monsters. You, like,
Oh,
seriously.
trust me, I got catfished once by a probably an 800 pounder.
Man, they're
So,
fucking evil, man. Like, they're so mean for no reason.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I got catfished once by 800-pound female, and trust me, she went back to the car and got her ass back home.
that's did she blow up your phone?
No, she also tried to lie about her age too, and I had to get her the hell away from me because one, she was a catfish. She was huge as hell. And two, she lied about her age, so I had to fucking get her away from me quick as possible, which I hate that shit.
Wait, how old was she really?
So I think I was 20-something at the time. I might have been 22. And she was like, I think 17. And she told me that, and I'm like, get the fuck away from me. Like, why would you do such a thing?
Man, that's crazy.
Well, I live in Ohio, and a lot of females will do that to men out here, unfortunately.
But why?
And in Ohio, there's a lot of females that unfortunately look like they're older because they got all the package thing, deal type shit, and they look older, and they'll lie to men saying, oh, they're 18 or 20. Then you come to find out you're going to get arrested.
I didn't know about all that, but can you explain why a woman with a high body count, like, it lowers her value? Like, actually, like, it, like, just explain this, like, how exactly this happens, right?
Well, it mainly happens off of, like if a female sleeps with a whole bunch of dudes, that dude is pretty much still some part inside of her, in a way, scientifically, still pretty much inside of her.
Sure, but
Yeah.
if I'm in a room full of men, right? You know, we're breathing the same air. Like, I mean, I'm breathing in man air, like, right?
You're breathing in the same air?
Yeah. So if I'm in a crowd and there's men in this crowd and we're all breathing the same air, like, does that mean my value's being lowered as I breathe because I'm breathing in man air? I feel like shit. But okay, all right, so basically you think that a woman's body count lowers, having a high body count lowers her value because you hate men.
No, it's based on the fact of a woman's getting ran through by all these other dudes, and, you know, she's got so many dudes inside her already. Why would a man want to go in on that or inside a female that's already been ran through?
This should okay, can I ask a question? Just be honest. Because, like, I'm just curious, like, do you have a micropene? Because, like, this just doesn't make sense to me, so
No, I don't got a micropene, and I'm going to send you a picture because I don't do that type of shit. I have more self-respect for myself to send dick pics and all that shit. I got more self-respect.
Okay. But yeah, because, like, I don't get it, because, like, you do understand, like, there are men in this world, right? Like, the reality is this world has men and women, right? So, a woman, you know, she's likely gonna have to shake hands with a man, breathe the same air as a man, sit in the same chair as a man. You know, if her gynecologist might be a man. Let's say she's a virgin, but she may have a male gynecologist. He's been in her. So this is where I don't understand how... Because, like, the way I see it is, like, if a woman likes having sex, this is her personal hobby, right? Say my hobby's playing games, like playing the video games, which it is. So how is it that, you know, so when I play the games, because it makes me happy, it releases whatever chemical to make me happy, that's not lowering my value. But if a woman likes having sex, that's her hobby, it's lowering her value. Like, that's what I'm not really understanding, because I just feel like there's no way to not be contaminated by man when, like, there's men in the world, even besides sex, right? The girl might work with a man, right? Handshake, same chair, breathing same man air. So that's where I don't understand, really. Like, is it like a spiritual thing, or like, you know?
More of a spiritual thing. It's more of a spiritual thing. So when a female and a dude have, you know, sexual intercourse, and he, you know, releases inside of her, that shit stays for a decent time.
Most women use protection,
I mean, sure.
Though. They don't really do that.
Do what?
I believe most women use protection. So
Some do, some don't, though.
okay, so if a woman has a body count of 1,000 and she used protection with all of them, is she safe, or no? It's the fact that they entered her.
She still opened her legs for all these men, pretty much inviting them all in. Like, a woman that actually values herself and stuff like that will not let all these guys run through her, condom or not. She'll value herself to a higher standard point to where she's not going to let dudes just sleep around with her.
Okay.
Even if they did.
I see what you're saying. But yeah, no, I get where you're getting at with this, and I see your point of view, but let me ask you this. So let's say that you know, a woman doesn't like sex, but she likes taking money from men. So if I take money from 1,000 men, is it the same thing, or is it different because it's not sex? Is it only that it's sex?
For me, it doesn't really matter if you pay for it or you don't pay for
No.
it.
Like I'm saying, let's say that I like taking cash from men. Like, there's no sex. I just like taking men's money. So let's say girl number 1 took 1,000 men's money. No sex, just took their money. Girl number 2 had sex with 1,000 men. Is there a difference?
It depends on the factor of the female taking the man's money.
No, she's just straight up taking the cash. No sex, no anything. Just taking the money.
If she's just straight taking the money, she's pretty much a gold digger.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my opinion.
Okay, but, like, are they both lowering their value every time the girl takes a man's cash versus the girl that sleeps with the man? Are they both lowering their value, or is it only the girl that's sleeping with the man?
All right. Let me ask you this so I get a better understanding. Is the female that's taking the money, is she a virgin, or did
No,
she
she's a
get
virgin.
ran through by a whole bunch of guys?
Nope, she's a virgin, but she's
okay.
Virgin,
Well,
but she's taken
right.
1,000 men's money.
All right. I might say something that you probably won't like, but if she's just taking a man's money, not doing anything, helping him out with, like, cleaning or doing something, cooking while he's working his ass off to give her that type of money, and give her a good amount of money so she can go buy whatever she wants, she has to do something in return, like cook or clean. But if she's a virgin, she's not really going to lose too much value in a way because she's only accepting money. She's not spreading her legs for all these other men.
Okay, so it's specifically the sex. So it's not about the. It's not a contamination issue. It's like a man. Okay, so it's just because you hate men.
I don't hate men, but in this
I
generation,
mean, man,
we
it
got
sounds
men-
like you do, honestly. And I mean, you know, based, man, you should just say that. Just tell women that you hate men because they're sick and that's why. You know, because, like, that's
They're not
valid.
sick. They're
Huh?
not sick. I do not hate on men. I
Okay.
wish the best for men, but a lot of men are weak in this day and age to a female.
But, man, like,
Because
you don't
the
see
rules
where,
got
like,
reversed over years.
it sounds like you hate men because, okay, the girl that's just taking men's cash, okay, your value's fine. But then the one that's sleeping with the man, it's like,
Well, that's the
Big
men's
shame.
stupid decision to give the female the money to regardless. I wouldn't, even if I had millions of dollars, I would not do that. Because I respect myself and I have standards. There's a lot of millionaires out here that have wives and won't do that with other females, specifically for a reason.
like, you seem like you have an issue with men giving money to girls. Like, what's the issue?
Well, if a female is not gonna give anything in return, cook, clean, do something,
Well,
then
she'll spend
she's
the
useless.
money.
She's useless to a man, and a man should not pay for anything.
How's she, like, useless to a man?
Because she's not doing anything.
Yeah,
She's not
she
making a home.
is.
She's not making a house a home.
She's
why-
taking the
why-
money out of
why
his
give her-
pocket and fucking spending it. She's doing something. I mean, like, taking the cash
She's doing
and...
something that's not a female should do, though.
What? Man,
I mean,
literally...
I have different beliefs than you, and like, I mean, it's fair. Nobody's born the same. I get it.
Okay.
But so I mean, like, I'm like a reasonable person. Like, everybody's got their different beliefs, different reasons. We're not made all the same, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, I just still don't really, like, see why you think a woman with a high body count's values lower, unless you hate men. If you're gonna tell me that it's that you hate men and think men are gross, then based, then I'm on your side, man. But if it's not that you hate men, then I don't really understand it. Because it's okay if the girl is taking money from men, or let's say that she's fucking, like, hitting men, right? Or anything that's not sex,
fair.
it's based, right? But then, so if she hits 1,000 men, like, physically hits them, takes 1,000 men's money, fine. But then she sleeps with 1,000 men, it's an issue. So, I mean, the only way it makes sense is if you hate men.
If she takes a man's money, all their money, whatever, that man's weak. He's not a man anymore. He's not a fucking man. I'm sorry. You're a bitch. But regarding that fact, if a man's doing that shit, he's a bitch. He's not a man. He just done lost his manhood. But if a man's, it's wrong both ways. It's wrong both ways. Because a female's taking advantage of a man, and then they claim they're independent by taking all the man's money, when they're really not independent. They're depending on a man still. And this goes back from years and years and years way back. A female's always dependent on a man for money.
I don't know if that's how it worked. Back then, women were literally actually enslaved. It was nothing like it was today, actually. Women were literally sold, like, it was no different than, like, slavery, actually. But...
Well, a man still provided and gave her money, correct?
No, they didn't give her money. They literally, a woman was no different than a slave. You don't give money to a
Well,
slave.
they didn't give her money like today's day and age.
No,
where a man would spend
it's not the
thousands of
same.
dollars.
It's not the same. Women were literally, the only difference between an African American slave and a woman back then was the woman was raped and had to sleep in the same bed as the man. That I'm telling you, that's the only difference. Back then, it was nothing
As
like
long as
today.
they were married.
Yeah, but
Or certain things, but
the
I mean, back then it was
marriage
kinda
marked,
fucked up, but-
yeah, back then, a marriage was actually used to mark the enslavement of a woman. And that's why you'll hear a lot of feminists refusing to get married, because back then that's actually what it, now not so much anymore, but back then that's legitimately what marriage was used for, to mark the enslavement of a girl.
But there's a lot of older couples that are in their 80s to 90s that actually loved their female significant other, that would take a bullet for her so she would survive. I met a lot of old people. I've been around a lot of old.
And which year is this? Because there's different waves of feminism. There's wave 1, 2, 3. So, you'd have to tell me specifically which year, because women gradually got their rights. So, and even back then, when women were basically in slaves, marriage was literally slavery. A lot of women just poisoned their husband. So a lot of.
I know.
Yeah. So I mean, but yeah, no, definitely. I would not compare it like today with back then, because it's just so different and just everything. But I mean, I just don't really see, all I'm saying is I don't really see how or why you think a woman with a high body count has lower value, unless you hate men. That's the only way it adds up, which low-key I kind of agree with you, because if I was a man, I'd hate men, and if a woman had a high body count, I mean, I wouldn't look at her as less, but I just kind of be frustrated, a little bit, just damn, why are you giving free shit to all these men? Why are you fucking, giving free sex out? I'd kind of have that mentality, these men are worthless and don't deserve free sex. So I'd see it from that view, because you hate men, right? So you're going to be frustrated with a woman that's naive, right? Or you might think she's too trusting, or, the way you view the guy that's giving girls money, right? You view the guy as a sucker, correct? A man that's just giving money for no reason.
Well, the thing is, I don't hate. I dislike the things that men are willing to go do for a female, that they'll pay for sex. They'll ruin a female's body count, unfortunately, which it sucks. All these men out here nowadays, they'll ruin a female's body count by fucking.
No, man, today men are whores. Men are promiscuous as hell.
Unfortunately, nowadays it's worse. A lot of men will go out, fuck a whole bunch of females. Female's body count goes all the way up, and her value is pretty much ruined because she spread her legs for all these dudes, and a female's got to know this. A majority of the guys that in the younger age group are lustful. They don't give a fuck about love. They don't give a fuck. They don't know the definition of love or the meaning of love or
True.
Which a real female is. And they'll just go for the lust, fuck a whole bunch of females, and just go around and this and that and just ruin everything. And it's gotten worse over years. And it fucking sucks because, say you're a man. Say if you were a man and you really liked a female, but she had a whole bunch of kids, or 10 kids or some shit, and a few different baby dads or some shit, you wouldn't want to go for that.
Yeah. Men, I do agree with you. Men nowadays are whores. Men are promiscuous as hell. A lot of men have fucking high-ass body counts, and you don't even know if they're consensual or not. But a lot of men, seriously, men in today's generation are fucking all motherfucking Bonnie Blues on God. And I feel like this is why women are not really interested in marriage or dating anymore, because these men are just all fucking promiscuous. I mean, so I'm glad we both agree on that. Fucking ran through.
Because unfortunately, I was young. I'm still young, but I have that life experience to know I'm 28. When I was 18 and, 18 and around 22, I was lustful as fuck. I was going after lust, not love. And I didn't realize it. And then as I got older, I started realizing a lot, reading a lot more, understanding certain things. And it's like, can't be doing this lust thing if you want something real. But a lot of females that do OnlyFans or do all this other shit, they either get hurt by a man or they get hurt by a female that sleep around with other people. So they go out, do OnlyFans, and say, fuck it. Why not?
Man,
and
wait.
then they just ruin themselves a little more.
You think that the girls doing OnlyFans are doing it because they were hurt by somebody?
Some do. I've seen a few.
Man, you don't think that they're doing it because they're fucking making enough money to buy a mall? I'm telling you right now, every single person on OnlyFans is only doing it for money.
Okay, let me ask you, do you think a man and a female are equal?
No.
And how?
No.
Who do you think has more, how would you word that? Who do you think
I think
more
girls
equal?
are better. Girls are superior to men.
But men build housing, build cars. Majority of the time, they build cars, houses. They, run a lot of different things, and they work their ass off for it. Now, don't get me wrong, there is females that are in that field, in that type of field, but there's not a lot.
Yeah, but you do know, okay, so the car itself was invented by a man. However, the GPS, what's it called? The blinkers, every piece of every technology in that car was invented by a woman. Imagine a car with no GPS, nothing. It's just, like a go-kart. That's all men did. Women invented every other piece of that car. Did you know that? To make it drivable.
Without a GPS.
Or what about the blinkers? Or the signal stuff? It wouldn't be safe. So it's not just the GPS, everything. And then I'm just saying, man, try driving a go-kart with nothing in it. You wouldn't make it that long. So, but so yeah, I just wanted to let you know that, but I still think women are superior. I've been hearing a lot of talk online, or I've been seeing a lot of, this on my For You page, so this is how this got brought to my attention. But word on the TikTok is men can't even wipe their ass and have fucking skid marks in their underwear. So I rest my case.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I rest my case with that. It's men can't even wipe their ass. You have men telling women to go make them a sandwich. Fucking fuck-ass men can't even make their own fucking, sandwich anymore. They need a woman to make them a fucking snack. Man, yeah, so obviously women are superior, and also women are beautiful, attractive, hot, and yeah, for the same reasons, men like dating women is why I think we all deep down secretly know women are superior. They're hot and they're smart and don't have skid marks.
Yeah, but a lot of men build the infrastructure for us to live in. If it wasn't for men, we wouldn't really have roads, sidewalks, and other things.
Yeah, I obviously won't look on the data on that, because honestly, I know with the car, at least women invented, but I mean, I'll take your word for it. But even if that's the case, what?
Men are more superior. I mean, yeah, men are more superior than females, but this day and age,
they're not though. Whenever you say superior, do you mean physically? If you put a man and a woman in a boxing ring?
What makes a female superior? What makes a female superior to a man?
Higher quality.
There's millionaires that have higher quality than probably you, hon. and they got higher quality than me, probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
No, like, yeah,
There's
but
millionaires and billionaires that have higher quality than both of us.
when I say higher quality, I'm talking so men make up over 90% of every crime category. So I'll put it like this, like, so, you know, if I ever became a mom, I would much rather have a daughter, you know, because off the bat, I know if I have a son, the reality is men do make up over 90% of the crime rate, right?
Yeah,
And
but that's due to absent fathers, unfortunately.
do you think
If
girls
there's
have
not a
less
real
absent
father-
fathers? Wait, do you think men and like only girls are having dads?
No.
Yeah, so
There's-
it
no.
equally affects both men and women, the absent father thing, right? So
And I'm currently dealing with baby mama drama, and sometimes she literally told me just the other day, like, I want to be in my son's life every day and watch him and stuff. And she told me just the other day, like, hey, I wish I never told you that he was your son. Like, you realize how fucked that sounds?
yeah, man, but you have to
You know what I'm saying?
understand, like, every woman's gonna, like, be talking shit when she's upset. You know, you just gotta learn to not take it seriously, right?
Fair enough.
You know, I
it's
promise
so-
you every baby mama's said those words. It's all the same.
It's just fucked for a man because men do have feelings just like females. We just show them differently than a female.
Yeah, but what I will say is, like, I'm sure, you know, there's been mean things said on both sides, obviously, and it's a matter of, you know, just like the example I gave with the, you know, men make up this amount of crime. And yeah, it might be due to single fathers, but I do feel like women manage their emotions better. And what I mean by that is a woman may have a tantrum like a man might talk shit, but I think that a woman is able to control her emotions enough to the point to leave it. Fuck you, da da da. Leave it at that. Whereas with a man, very often they have such a hard time controlling their emotions. It often it goes beyond the point of fuck you, I hate you, whatever. It goes to the point of crime or breaking law.
You know why that is, right?
Why?
You know why that is, though.
Why is that?
Because a lot of men, when I unfortunately got told this when I was younger, as you know, young boy, and this and that, and a lot of people I hung out with that unfortunately did jail and prison and everything else. We got told as boys, you don't show feelings. You don't show feelings. If you get hurt, you get back up. If you get in a big fight, whatever, you can't show no emotion whatsoever. You can't do nothing. If you get your heart broken, you can't show no emotion towards a female. You gotta hold all that in. If a female argues with you, you gotta hold all that in. You gotta take it all in, and you cannot say nothing back. Just walk away.
Yeah, but
And
you
a
don't
lot
think
of
women
men-
are told bad things? Like, for example, like, a lot of women at some point in their life, probably multiple times, have been told something very misogynistic, like, oh, you need to get in the kitchen. Do they crumble and be like, oh no, let me drop out of college. Oh fuck, I'm like a doctor, I'm gonna quit my job. They don't do that, correct? So you can't use that as an excuse, because I promise you, women have, you know, every woman has been, you know, told a misogynistic remark or basically a fucking, you know, had a grape threat made to her, right? Like, she doesn't crumble to it. Like, no, she goes about her shit, right? She might not like it, feel angry about it, but at the end of the day, like, do you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, and this is the problem with men. It's like, you guys need to learn how to take accountability. No, you guys don't have it any harder than women.
We do take accountability.
Yeah, but
We
you
just
can't,
bottle-
like,
we have to-
blame.
as men, we have to bottle shit up inside because we can't do the things females do by showing it, even just the slightest emotion. We got to bottle that up as men. We got to take all that shit in and toss it to the side. Females, they can show their emotions, grab the attention they want or need. A man can't.
I've never
We're not
seen a
like
woman
that.
cry, honestly. Like, I've seen men cry. But I've never really seen a
I've
woman
seen a
cry.
lot of females cry.
Well,
I've seen a lot of female cry, and so sometimes I did the shit. And as I get older, I realize certain shit. I made a female cry, which sucks, and stuff like that. But it's the thing. I took accountability for the shit I have done, and my responsibility for the shit I have done and messed up in my life. I take accountability for all of it. And it's just, as you get older, you learn more. As you just learn and grow. You don't make that same mistake twice.
yeah, but I still think women are better because, like, if men were superior to women, I mean, what wouldn't men just date? Like, would you date another man? Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I would not.
Yeah.
Me, I would date him. But
So I have a question for you. Would you rather have sex with a man or a woman?
a female, of course.
Why? Why not the man? Men built houses. Why don't you fuck him? Like he built the roads
Because
and
I'm
house.
straight. I am not gay. I am not gay.
Why? Shouldn't you be gay if men are so good?
I was made on this earth as a man, not a female.
Right, but
There's
why?
no gender
But do you
there.
see where I'm going with this? Do you understand the direction I'm taking it? Like, you can't say men are superior to women and then, ew, I'd never fuck a guy. Gross. Ugh, I'm not gay. Shouldn't you
Because
be
I'm not
gay?
gay, though.
Yeah, but shouldn't you
I'm
be
not
gay?
gay, though.
If men are superior, shouldn't you be gay then?
No, you should not be gay. You can be friends with males, but you cannot be fucking gay.
Man, women are superior. The reason why you pick the woman is because she's better, she's more attractive, she's fucking doesn't stink, she's cleaner.
Hey, back here. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Back here. Sorry, I'm dealing with kids.
Yeah, so, I mean, could it be that maybe women are superior? That's why you would all rather marry a woman, right? Let alone
We marry a woman for a thing. We marry a woman because we actually love a female being there.
Why would you want like a sub? What's the word?
Weird. It's weird. Like a female.
But men are superior. Why would you want to have a wife, not another husband?
Because it's wrong.
What?
It's wrong.
Oh.
It's completely wrong.
Okay, so if it wasn't, so only because it's wrong, you guys marry the woman who's not as good as the man who's superior. Is that what I'm hearing? I actually believe you on that one. I honestly do think most men are like gay. So
men are gay. I hate to say this. I'm not trying to be stereotypical or whatever, but men that are gay, I don't really like. I try to stay away from. Hey, get in the house. Get in the house. Go. Go. Get in the house. Go. Go. Hold on.
And by the way, if you guys want to debate me, Olive Oil Run on Discord. I'm adding you guys back. Only one other guy added me.
Go.
German will do you next.
Go. But no, like, I don't really dislike gay people, but I just can't be around no gay person.
Why?
I just can't. I just can't.
Like, what would happen? What the fuck? Like, would you hook up? Else.
I could not. I mean, I don't care if they're gay or whatever. That's your thing. That's on you. That's entirely up to you. But just don't come around with me with that shit.
Yeah, but like, why? Like, I just don't get like why you can't be in the same room as a gay person. Like, are you worried you might fall in love?
Hell no. Definitely not. Hell no. I'm only attracted to females, not males.
Okay, so like,
I'm not attracted.
But like, how would being around a gay person hurt you?
It wouldn't hurt me. It's just I got.
This guy's funny, man.
I just can't do it.
Okay, so
just-
what if you were forced? What if you're locked in a room with a gay person? You don't have to like do anything with them, but you're locked in the room with a gay person for a day.
If I'm locked in a room with a gay person, I would question, why did they become gay?
Oh, so basically,
Why did they choose to become gay?
oh, so you bully. Okay, so you're a bully, man.
I would not bully them.
That's
because
crazy.
There's certain reasons behind why people make certain decisions, correct?
No, I think gay people are just like think men are superior and are attracted to them.
No, they just like it up their ass. I mean, it's not. It's up to them if they like it up their ass or whatever, and they. Like
It's not that they like it up the ass, because there's plenty of women that are down to like, you know, like maybe like fuck them with a broom, right? Like, so it's not that,
Right.
huh?
So Jesus Christ, fuck with somebody with a broom. Jesus Christ. what's
Yeah.
going on?
So if a man's
that's
gay, it's not just about that. It's that he is attracted to men.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have too big of an issue with it. I just stay about my business. I just don't want that shit around me. Because I just don't do that whole, like, that whole talking, like, dude, you're a guy, not a girl. Talk how you're born, man. Like, you're not born a female. If you're a guy, you're not born a female. And if you're a female, you're not born a guy. It's simple as that.
Yeah, but I just don't think it's a big deal. Like if somebody's gay, like so what, right? You know, if they hit on you, just tell them you're not interested.
Just don't touch me. That's all I gotta say. Just don't touch me. Don't grab on me, none. We ain't doing that.
Has that happened to you before? Like,
Yeah, I was at a damn bar and I didn't even know it. I was already a little drunk, a little bit, and buzzed with my friend.
I got you.
And we went to this bar that had a pool table, and it was a gay bar. I didn't even know it. I was just playing pool and drinking, having a good old time. And then there's this 60-year-old man in his 50s or 60s-year-old man. And this motherfucker is trying to come around, hug me and my friend, and start talking.
Also,
trying to
guys,
know where we
join